Hi guys, today I wanted to update you on a few projects that we did earlier. The repotting and dividing of the Aglaonema plant, the hard prune on the fig tree, and the fig tree propagating of the fig cuttings. And I've got some good news and some not so good news. But we're outside now, so I want to start with the fig tree pruning. It's been about 6 weeks since I did that hard prune on it. And if you remember, it was about 14 feet high. It was up to the roof, and I cut it back down to about 6 feet, and I got rid of almost all of the dead wood. Well, actually, no, I got rid of all the dead wood and a lot of the branches and everything, and it looked like a skeleton. And it's been 6 weeks, and let me show you what it looks like now. Look at all of that new growth. It has put on so much. Like I said, it's been 6 weeks since I did the prune, and I just want to show you everything because it has so much growth on it. Anywhere and everywhere you look, anywhere you see like a little joint or a node, there is a new branch coming out. And let me show you what they look like. So here is a node, and right there is a new branch that's starting to come out. It was a little bit swollen the other day, and now it's breaking through and coming out. And there's so many more. And I knew it was going to do this because fig trees are very hardy and very, very tough. You know, they can take a licking and keep on ticking, if you know what I mean. I'm sure there were a few of you that were like, oh my God, what did she do? Well, this is what I was hoping for. And this is exactly what I got. There's a new little branch coming out. Another one right there. And let me see if I can find one that's just starting to pop out or swell. So here's one of the main branches, and right in here there is a node, and if you look closely right there, that is a new bud that's starting to form, and that will create a new branch, much like this one and all the others that you see. So that's how you can spot them. They usually swell up right around here, and then you'll kind of see like a little bit of a red dot, and it'll just eventually just swell and swell, and once it pierces through and breaks through, you end up with a branch. And there's another one right there getting ready to do the same thing. And I'm really happy with the progress of this fig tree. From the time that I pruned it till now, it has put on so much growth, and I'm looking forward to seeing hopefully a bunch of fruit. And I'm just overall really happy with this. And this is the fig tree that we dug up from the pollinator bed and transplanted into this pot. It looks really good. It looks happy. It's pushing some new growth. We've got some new growth down here at the base. And the only thing is I'm just kind of watching this top portion of the leader and this branch right here. I don't really see too much activity going on. So if I don't see any in the next month or so, I may just kind of come in and just lop it off. But I'm going to give it a little bit of time. There's more activity on one side than there is on the other, but I do see some buds starting to form, so hopefully we'll get some branches coming out this way too. But all in all, this is doing really good. And I wish I could say the same thing about the fig tree cuttings that I've been propagating. I'm not sure what is going on, but let me take you upstairs and show you what I've been dealing with, because I have 2 sets of cuttings in there, one from the fig tree behind me, another from some cuttings that our friend brought over, and I'm not sure if there was fungus gnats on the cuttings in the soil, which I don't think in the soil because it was a brand new bag, or if there was just a random 1 or 2 that flew into the room or were already in there. But I've been dealing with them, and if you know anything about fungus gnats and trying to propagate cuttings, especially like fig tree cuttings, they love new roots and they love to eat them. Their eggs and their larvae like to just demolish them. So I'm hoping that they will survive, but let me take you upstairs and show you what it all looks like. Okay, we are upstairs in the spare bedroom, aka my little grow room. And here are the fig cuttings that I did off of the fig tree in the backyard. And this is the other set of fig cuttings that our friend brought us like a few days after. And it's been about 5 weeks. I want to say 4 to 5 weeks since I did this. And I haven't seen a lot of activity. There have been a little bit of buds swelling and forming, but not what I'm used to normally seeing. These all have just pretty much where I left all these leaves on the initial cutting, so they're just dying off a little bit. And you can see in the soil I put cinnamon on here as like an antifungal because, as I said, I've been dealing with fungus gnats. And let's see, yeah, these little fungus gnat traps are filled up. And they're filling up. So I'm not quite sure what is going on here. I haven't had this kind of a flop in quite some time, but the temperature outside is going to be steady at above 80 degrees and lows in the 60s. So I think in the next couple days, I'm probably going to take these outside, put them on the porch and let the sun kind of do its thing and just see if I can't get any activity or life out of these things. I am going to be getting some new fig cuttings soon and doing this process all over again, along with propagating in water, in soil like this, with rooting hormone, without rooting hormone. And I'm going to film it all again and update you guys as the process continues because I want you to see again, what happens, with the whole process. Is it going to be a success? Is it going to be a fail? Is it going to be 50-50? That's kind of like the fun thing of gardening. You never know. But I am going to take you guys along with me for it. Now, let's go downstairs and I'll show you the Aglaonema plants. Here's one of the Aglaonema babies that we divided. And it's looking really good. It's been about 8 weeks. And I have been giving this and all the others, liquid fertilizer about once every 3 to 4 weeks. And this is the tops of the main stems that we cut, and we've been propagating these in water. And they have finally started to show some roots. Let me pull one up and I'll show you. There we go. See those roots? It took a while. Let's go over here. Here we have another one over here by the front door. Here's another one. I gave a few away and I kept 4. Here is the dragon tree plant. Over here is the last Aglaonema that I have. This one actually put on a new leaf, so this one is definitely a lot fuller than the others. And I did put a fungus gnat trap in here, and I have sprinkled cinnamon all around the soil on all of them, just because the fig cuttings had them, and I just want to make sure that they don't transfer to any other plants in the house. And we're back outside, and I wanted to show you where I'm going to put the fig cuttings. I have a space right over here on the patio that gets full sun, and I think hopefully that will help them. The warmth and the sun, I'm hoping, because I haven't dealt with a fungus gnat infestation like that in a long time. And like I said, the worst thing for fig cuttings, other than too much moisture and rotting out, is fungus gnats, because fungus gnats like to lay their eggs hatch, the larva is hungry, and what does it want to munch on? The roots. So fingers crossed. Let's just hope they make a comeback. Anyways, guys, that's it for this update video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will definitely keep you updated again with the new cuttings that I do. Thanks guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.